to be quarantined as a couple? No, we're doing great. Handling this unprecedented situation.
Hey guys, it's Nick. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips for something a lot of people are dealing with right now, and that is being quarantined with your significant other. You can be in the happiest, healthiest relationship in the world and still be feeling worried, lonely, afraid, trapped, guilty right now because of this crazy situation. These emotions and reactions are completely normal and expected, so don't criticize yourself or others for feeling that way. It's okay. Being in such a confined space together for a longer period of time than normal, especially during such a stressful situation, can be taxing. No matter how much you love each other, no two people are going to experience this quarantine the same way. For some people, this may end up being a really important test to see how compatible you and your partner are. And that's also okay. However, I'm here today to share some tips and steps that you and your significant other can take to keep the waters calm at home and reduce any more stress that may be added during this time. So, without further ado, here are some tips and tricks to help keep the stress levels low and to help you and your partner come out of this quarantine stronger than ever.
Number 1, take care of yourself. Get outside, exercise, eat regular meals, and get sufficient sleep. If you keep your body and mind healthy, your mood will follow suit. Number 2, actually get dressed for the day. Nobody wants to smell the same PJs for 3 days in a row. Number 3, follow a daily routine. Include work, exercise, hobbies, learning, and eating. Keeping to a normal routine despite being stuck at home will help make things feel more normal overall. Number 4, discuss how to divide time and space. If you have the room, each of you can make an at-home office space. This can be as simple as taking over the dining room table. Or one person can work in the bedroom while the other works in the living area. Even if you have to rearrange the furniture a bit, it's worth it to have some consistency in this crazy time. Creating these structures will help you both avoid the feeling that you're constantly being observed or others are constantly present. Number 5, set up times to check in with each other. This way you're not disturbing each other during important calls or video chats. Communicate your schedules. Number 6, flirt away. PDA isn't against the rules when your only coworker is your significant other, and physical affection is a great way to show your partner that you're thinking of them. Number 7, sometimes you just need a distraction. If you find yourself getting antsy or overwhelmed, try changing things up a bit. Leave the room, dye your hair, take up a shared fitness routine, paint, learn a board game, do sit-ups, read a new book, catch up on movies or shows, fix things around the house, learn a new language, or try a new recipe. It's important to stay busy. Number 8, reduce your own stress by limiting media consumption. You're not doing your relationship any favors by being stressed out. Try limiting the news to 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening. Also, make sure you're getting your facts from a reliable source, such as the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC, a local health department, or a medical provider. Number 9, during arguments, focus on what you really want and feel. Communicate these as openly and honestly as possible with your partner. Refrain from getting frustrated or being sarcastic. Ask for space if you need it. Don't be afraid to take some time to cool off and revisit the issue once you've both had time to organize your thoughts and calm down. Number 10, above all, stay positive. Anything you say in the heat of the moment will be remembered even after the quarantine is over. Express affection and appreciation. Demonstrate empathy, especially during arguments.
So I hope at least some of those tips helped you guys that are stuck at home with your partner during quarantine. This time can be a great opportunity to bond and connect with your partner, but it is totally normal if you're also experiencing some negative emotions. It is completely expected for you to be mourning your usual life, so don't beat yourself up for whatever way your body and mind are handling this situation. It's going to be different for everyone. As quarantine is continuing and being extended and going on longer than we may have expected, you may be considering moving in with your significant other. It might seem easier to keep yourself at home if you have someone there to share company with. I totally understand that, but be prepared that it's a lot of hard work when you can't go out and interact with other people at your work or at the park or at your friend's house. it's difficult. It's definitely difficult. While there are so many positives to having someone else in your house to share the burden and the worry that this quarantine is bringing, it's also important to recognize that it's not all sunshine and flowers all the time. Very important, if you or someone you know are stuck at home in an abusive relationship or situation, I have included links down below in the description where you can get help. You are not alone. You do not have to experience this alone. There are people out there that care about you and are able to help. One last piece of information before I wrap this video up. There was actually a study done by relationship researcher John Gottman that says there's a general 5-to-1 ratio rule for happy couples. Basically what that means is that for every one negative interaction you have with your partner, there have to be at least 5 positive interactions to counterbalance it. His study shows how negative interactions really stick out in our mind more powerfully than the positive ones. So if you find that you and your partner are feeling really tense, that you guys are fighting a lot during this time, take a moment to show them how loved and appreciated they are. It can be as simple as making them a cup of tea or giving them a compliment. These little selfless acts will go a long way in preserving your relationship well after the quarantine is over. I actually heard a study that said the divorce rate in China was over 50% following the quarantine. It's a real thing. Being stuck in a confined space with somebody, even somebody you love immensely, is exhausting. It's so easy to fall into fights and get frustrated, and you're already feeling these emotions in yourself, and it's hard sometimes to not take them out on the person within your immediate vicinity. So it's really important to keep a conscious mind about it. Hold yourself accountable. Hold your partner accountable. There are ways to come out of quarantine still in a strong relationship, still loving each other, but you have to take the steps to reach that point. It's not going to happen by itself. Relationships are hard work, and as long as you both are willing to put in that work, you guys are gonna be okay. So thanks for watching this video. In the comments, leave your own tips on dealing with being stuck at home with your significant other, or your kids, or your family, or your roommates, or anybody, or by yourself. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and check out my last video if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!